Hello and welcome to the FM Scout YouTube channel with me, GWFM. Those guys at FM Scout have been going through some wonder kids from FM17 and taking them into the future to see how they develop, if they can reach their potential and which direction they take their careers in. Today I will be looking at Tottenham's Dele at the ages of 24 and 29 before moving on to his retirement to see if he becomes a staff member of some kind, whether it be a manager or a director of football or any other member of staff. But before we get into it, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to my channel. I currently have a Let's Play save with Leeds United. It's called Life at Leeds. Link will be in the description below and I hope you can check it out. But moving into this video, and basically we're looking at Dele, and everyone knows who Dele is, especially who's interested in the English game. Very highly rated youngster, currently at Tottenham Hotspur. He can play as a centre midfielder or an attacking midfielder, and to some degree on the right and the left, as well as defensive midfield. But he's very well rounded in all his attributes. He's a right-footed player. His personality is fairly professional. He's described in the media description as a wonder kid. Goalkeeper rating of 3. Play traits: comes deep to get the ball, arrives late in the opponent's area, and runs with the ball often. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look just at all his achievements and things that he's got before we move into the future. So as you can see here, he left MK Dons for £5 million. When he did sign for Spurs, he did go back on loan for the rest of the season. In that season, he scored 16 goals in 39 appearances from midfield. Before that, he scored 6 goals in 33 appearances, and previous to that, he made 2 appearances in his very first season in professional football. Since joining Tottenham, he scored 10 goals in 33 appearances last season, and he did, as a result of that, win the Young Player of the Year in the Premier League, which is a quality award to receive, especially when you are an up-and-coming youngster. Other than that, he got promoted from League One into the Championship with MK Dons. Other than that, just a debut and first senior goal. And let's not forget, he made his debut against France for England, and also got his first goal against them as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move into the future to when Dele is 24 years old, and we're going to have a gander and see what sort of increases he's made in that time. So now looking at Dele as a 24-year-old, he's now valued at 38 million, whereas before he was valued at 30, so he has increased that, and also he's increased his wage from 50k a week to 120k a week. Really established himself as a key member of the Spurs side. If you look on the right hand side, he's still obviously right footed, fairly professional still, a flamboyant attacking midfielder he is described as, with the same traits: come deep to get the ball, arrives late in the opponent's area, runs with the ball often as well. Now we're just going to go into a bit more of a breakdown of his attributes, whether they've increased or not. So looking at the technical stats, as you can see here, there's only a couple that have increased really. You've got first touches have gone from 14 to 15, free kick taking from 8 to 9, long shots has gone from 14 to 15, and everything else has stayed exactly the same. Moving on to the mental aspect of his game, and again a few attributes have increased, such as composure 15 to 16, decisions has gone from 13 to 14, and vision has gone from 13 to 14. His leadership has gone up 2 points though, from 7 to 9. Everything else has actually stayed the same. And finally, looking at his physical attributes, seeing how they've improved, and as you can see, his acceleration has gone up by 1 point to 16 from 15. His jumping reach has gone up 2 points from 11 to 13, and his stamina has gone up to 16, and also his strength has gone up by 2 points from 13 to 15. Looking how he's got on in the last 4 years then, and his first season didn't really go that well. He got a 6.86 average rating after 28 appearances and 3 goals, no assists and 1 play of the match. The season after that, he got 10 goals in 33 appearances with 3 assists and 2 play of the matches, an average rating of 7.24, so that's very, very good, to be fair. Not amazing, but it's very good. Season after that, he got 34 appearances, 7 goals, 4 assists and 4 play of the matches with an average rating of 7.26. Again, a very solid season. And then in the last season, before we got to this point, he got 38 appearances with 8 goals, 8 assists, 2 play of the matches, average rating of 7.41, which is, again, very good. Not amazing. Possibly could call it great. Looking at what he's won then in that time, and there's one thing that does stand out straight away, and that is in 2018, Tottenham won the Premier League. So Dele is a Premier League winner. Not only that, they also won the Community Shield, which obviously is not held in as high regard, but I would imagine he's still pleased with that. Nonetheless, something to add into his trophy cabinet at home. Moving on to any other accolades, England won the European International League in 2019, so that's another trophy. So he's doing well in the early stages of his career. So, but what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at another 5 years into the future when he gets to the age of 29 and see if he's won anything else, and see if he's improved anymore as well. So here is Dele at age 29. As you can see, at the top is valued at 34 million, earning 165k per week. He's actually made at this point 106 caps for England and scored 19 goals, which is no mean feat. His positional sense looks exactly the same. Looking across to the right hand side, he's still right footed, he's fairly professional still. World class attacking midfielder he is described as, which is very, very good of course. And he's still got the same traits: they come deep to get ball, arise late in the opponent's area, and runs with the ball often. Again, we're going to break down his attributes individually in terms of technical, mental and physical. So the technicals, we've got all 3 stages here, as you can see, but we're going to focus mainly on between 24 and 29. And as you can see, corners has gone up by 1 point to 10, his crossing has gone up to 13, dribbling has actually gone down to 14. His first touch though has, however, gone up to 16 from 15. Free kick taking has gone up 2 points to 11. Heading stayed the same. Long shot's gone to 16. Passing's gone to 17. Penalty taken to 13 and technique to 16. Everything else has stayed the same. Moving on to the mental aspect of his game, and you can see that his anticipation has increased by a point to 14. His decisions has gone from 14 to 15 as well. Leadership up another 2 points to 11. With off the ball going up to 15, and teamwork dropping slightly to 13, and then everything else staying exactly the same. And then finally breaking down his physical attributes, you can see his acceleration has dropped down to 15 again, but his agility has gone up to 16. Jumping reach has gone to 14. That's three points in total. That's very good. Stamina has dropped to 15 from 16, and everything else has stayed exactly the same. So let's look and see how he's got on in the last 5 years of his career. So carrying on from his season by season, the season following his best season at that point, 7.41 average. He got 35 appearances with 4 goals, 4 assists, 2 player of the matches, and got an average rating of 7.21. So gone backwards a little bit, but it's still a solid season. Let's not think otherwise. It's not a poor season by any stretch of the imagination, just by his standards possibly. The season after that, he got 35 appearances, 7 goals, 6 assists, 4 player of the matches with an average rating of 7.33. Again, another solid season. Then 22-23 season, he got 37 appearances with 7 goals, 5 assists and 3 player matches with an average rating of a career high, career best if you like, 7.47 at this point, which is fantastic for him. Then 23-24 season, 38 appearances, 12 goals, that's his best tally so far at this point, 8 assists, again joint best total at this point, and 4 player of the matches with an average rating of 7.43, so very consistent in the 40s in the last 2 seasons. Very nice to see. And then the last season before we've got to this point, he got 38 appearances, 14 goals, 7 assists, 7 player of the matches with an average rating of 7.57, his best season to date in goals, player of the matches, and of course the average rating. Moving on to what he's actually won in the last 5 years, and you can see at the bottom that England won the European Football Championship in 2020, so that was very good. England seem to be overachieving, it seems. Tottenham did win the European Super Cup since they left MK Dons. He stayed at Tottenham, so every trophy that's a club side will be a Tottenham one at this point. They were finished runners-up in the EFL Cup, runners-up in the Confederation Cup with England, and best player runner-up as well. That's nearly a really good accolade as well. Runners-up again in 2022, so it's 2 seasons running runners-up, which I would imagine they'd be disappointed with. Then the World Cup came in 2022 and England won it, which I find really bizarre, but we'll take it nonetheless. He finished runners-up again in the FA Cup. Bit of a theme here, runners-up again in the European International League with England this time. Moving on, finished runners-up yet again in the European International League. So it's very much a nearly man, it seems. He's won a couple of trophies early on in his career, and obviously a couple with England. But with Spurs, he seems to be a bit of a nearly man, if you know what I mean. So now we're going to have a look and see how he's got on until he's retired, basically. Let's just see what happens and see if he becomes a member of staff or something. So we're here with Dele, and unfortunately for him, he's retired as a player and decided not to carry on in the game. So he's fully retired. We've got a full breakdown of exactly what he's done. I'll have a quick gander on the left hand side of the screen where he's got 149 apps for England, 26 goals for them. Not a bad record at all. And as you look on the right hand side, we'll go into that more in detail, but he's spent some time at Atletico Madrid and then at Tottenham's biggest rivals, Arsenal. So let's see how we got on. It's the season following the last one that we looked at, where we got the 7.57 average rating. 25-26 came along, he played one more season for Spurs, played 37 games, 9 goals, 7 assists and 3 player of the matches with a 7.24 rating. So not his worst season, but definitely not his best by his standards. He then moved for £32 million to Atletico Madrid, played 2 seasons there. His first one brought 33 appearances, 9 goals, 9 assists and 7 player of the matches with a 7.5 average rating, which is a very, very good rating for a midfielder. Next season along, 27-28 season, 35 appearances, 6 goals, 4 assists, 2 player of the matches, 7.09 average rating. So probably his worst season since his very first, which shows he's probably starting to decline somewhat. He then got an £8 million move back to the Premier League at Arsenal, where he played 36 games in his first season, 11 goals, 4 assists and 3 player of the matches with an average rating of 7.15. That being his worst season in the Premier League since his first season on the game. He then went on in the 29-30 season to make 20 appearances with 4 goals, 1 assist and 0 player of the matches, 6.69 average rating. Really showing his decline here must be because he's already played like half a season. And then his final season at Arsenal, 22 appearances, 0 goals, 1 assist, 0 player of the matches and a shocking rating of a 6.48. And it's no surprise that he got released by Arsenal at the end of the season, and as a result decided he wasn't good enough to continue, so he decided to retire. Let's have a look and see if he did actually win anything after the last point, basically. So we have a look at the bottom. They finished runners-up in the European International League. Again, another runners-up, and then again in the Confederations Cup, both for England. So again, just carrying on that trend of being a nearly man. Moving on, then you've got runners-up in the Spanish Cup with Atletico Madrid. Again, nearly man. European Football Championships runner-up with England again. Again, the nearly man. Finally won some silverware again with Arsenal. He won the AFL Cup in 2029, and again finished runners-up in the Community Shield with Arsenal. The penultimate thing we'll check is whether he's had any injuries. And if you look at that screen, not a single injury whatsoever. I find it very bizarre that a player could go all that way without getting a single injury, but apparently he wasn't injured. And obviously we've had a look, he's been a nearly man in pretty much everything. I just thought enough chance to have a look at the European best player, otherwise known as the Ballon d'Or. I just thought the fact that they won the World Cup at some point, did England, I thought, and he probably played a massive part in it. Maybe there's a slight chance he might have been on this list, but unfortunately not. Since the 2016 point where it was Luis Suarez, it's been Messi 5 years in a row, Paulo Dybala, Neymar, and then regens galore since. No best player award for Dele, unfortunately for him. Just before we go into the end of this video, I just want to draw your attention to the FM Scout website, where there's all sorts of tricks and tips, guides. There's Wonder Kid lists, there's best player lists, tactics, whatever you need, you'll find on the website. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button. If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time. And until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.